Well, hello there, and welcome to episode 3 of Pushing the Potters with me, Knock It Wide. Well, let's get into it, because here we are. There's the competition screen. You can see we have been drawn. If you draw your attention to the right side of the screen, we've been drawn against Saint Etienne, so not a particularly interesting game. So I've stuck in with the Arsenal game, and if you just look at this Premier League table, drink that in. Let's have a look at it in full glory. There we are, top of the tree, pride of place. City slightly above Arsenal, but just look at the gap down to teams like Manchester City and Chelsea. We're so far ahead. We've had our defeats, we've had our draws, but we've had 19 wins. That's incredible for us. We've had goals. Just look at this clutch here. Liverpool, Manchester City away, Bournemouth away, cruising. We've had some close defeats. Southampton disappointing, Sunderland. But we've also had the big wins, and that's what's important. We've had to let transfers take hold. We've sold a couple of players, a couple of big players, you might say. First team is certainly Mam Diouf. Got tired of not playing, as you might expect. Went to Leicester. Hopefully we'll get the near £5 million for him. And Boyan also picking up a transfer out to poorly placed Everton. So he'll be looking to revive their fortunes. He goes out for 15 million, nearer to 20 if we get all the money. Unfortunately, Barcelona do pick up a big chunk of that. We had a look in the window. We did have money to spend. If you see here, we had we had 25 million to spend, and certainly enough to bring in a player, maybe two. But we just didn't see the value in the market. There was a couple of players that we were interested in. We still are, but we'll probably hang on to the end of the season and see who we can pick up there. Big performers remain. Gylfi Sigurdsson, he has continued to score. He's up to 24 goals now, 8 assists. And Xherdan Shaqiri, 10 and 10. He wanted to move to Manchester City that never materialised in the window. Big strides taken by Ramadan. Look at these goals. 8 goals, 6 assists. He's on fire. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and show you now the way we dismantled. We won't go Liverpool because 2 of those were in goals. That's quite common. But let's just take a look at the goals that we managed to score at Manchester City. Bear in mind, an away game. So not just if you check those stats, we absolutely took them apart. So combative, so in control of the game. It could and should have been more, in all honesty. But we'll see. It took us until the 41st minute to actually get the goal. This was a particularly stunning one. And Arnautovic brought it forward pretty much from his own half there. Laid it off. Trippier brought it in. Laid it back onto Arnautovic. He crashes it in off the crossbar. And yes, what a finish. That gave us the goal lead at the break. And it was there that we really kicked on. Manchester City did themselves no favours at all. A poor goal kick out there from Bravo. Presented the ball to Trippier, I think it was. Mbula now. Arnautovic again involved. He lays it off to Shaqiri, who launches it into that near post side and crashed into the corner. Great stuff to see. That was straight after the second half began. Corner ball. Baba Rahman picks it up, great ball in, short cross off the bar, and then it could have been any one of 3 Stoke players, and that's the hunger in the side. The ball lands on the goal line. Who's there to knock it in? It's not Manchester City players to try and clear. It's a Stoke City man. 3 of them bundling each other over to get the goal. Poor layoff there by Ayer, but we'll gloss over that because obviously we know that we scored. Great tackle by Trippier. Didn't unfortunately come away with the ball. De Bruyne, Gnabry loses that again to Trippier. Man mountain. Here comes Dembele. We know his strengths. Sigurdsson out to Peters, who coming back from injury now. Arnautovic again. He had a good game. Christopher Ayer. Peters lays in Arnautovic. Crosses home. Shaqiri's there. And that's why they were interested in him. Strange to think that if you were interested in him after he dismantled your team so convincingly, you'd probably be looking to make a bid. So that was fantastic. But that's not why we're here today. We're here today to play Arsenal. This is the side we are going to play. I've learnt from last time out. We've named the squad. We're ready to go. And, yep, we're going to play as this. So let's go at the Emirates. Tough game. They are the champions. They are the only team that's really near us, although I would be happy finishing in the top 4 now. Top 6 seems to be, well, yes, I'd have been happy with it at the start. We would always hope that if you're in the top 2 at this time of year, you can carry on. So let's get into this then. We'll probably switch to what we call our counter system. That's what we did so well with at Manchester City. I think that because they do commit players forward, it really did work. So let's just make sure we're on that. And away we go. We'll skip those lineups. And we kick off, kicking left to right in blue. And Arsenal traditionally going the other way. Be strange if they were all going the same way. That probably was a penalty. But Stoke have a corner inside the first 20 seconds. We'll take that and move. So here we are at the Emirates then. This is a ground that we lost at last year, but we have beaten Arsenal at home this year. They're only defeated. Shaqiri crashes one in. Check there, though. Stands up strong. Deflects the ball out to play for another corner. Stoke starting the game on the front foot. You'd suspect we won't see anything from this, though. Özil, no one's there for the cross, which wasn't a bad one in fairness, but no one was there to capitalise. And we'll go into non-highlight mode, I suppose you'd call this. And we'll wait. Baba Rahman now, Ramadan, Imbula, just lurking on the edge of the area. Good ball in, no. Oh, what's he? Oh, well, he seemed to get the ball stuck between his legs there, and our lad couldn't capitalise, unfortunately. So, yellow card there for Emirates. Only 7 minutes has been played. It seems like a lot more action has been and gone, so it's certainly an exciting watch as Stoke-Arsenal, or Arsenal-Stoke in this case. Usually is. There's usually plenty of goals. Sadly, as a Stoke fan, they usually go the other way, and they go to the Arsenal. A red card, a yellow card for Baba Rahman, and Diego Costa of all people playing for Arsenal, and he crashes one into the far corner. It's a good strike. Why he's playing for Arsenal, I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like an Arsene Wenger type player to me, but who knows? He did win the league last year, so maybe he's changed his system, maybe he's changed his style, and fair play to him. Aaron Ramsey there picking up a card, and it seems that we might have to come out of our shell a little bit just to try and get something in this game. We're not really, apart from those first few minutes, we're not really controlling or in any way in the game. Jesus Christ, that was a strike from Alexis. He's still there, and they won the league, so why wouldn't he be? So we'll get into half time, hopefully at 1-0 down. It's not been a good showing from us. We'll try and exert a little bit more. I mean, if you look at those stats, yeah, we've actually been the better team. But we need to make things happen. And if we end up losing by more than one, so be it. It is Arsenal. They are the champions, best side in England. Great save by Jack Butland. Jack Butland picked up a slight knock in the week before this game. He was a doubt to actually return to fitness. He's a little bit under the weather. He's only got, I think it was 91% conditioning. I mean, it shouldn't really need it as a goalkeeper, but we put Lee Grant on the bench just in case. Speaking of Lee Grant, he was in goal when we crashed out 2-1 to AFC Wimbledon in the fourth round of the Cup. But that doesn't matter now because Ramadan's just scored a lovely goal as we counter-attacked superbly. So we move off counter into standard and we score a counter-attacking goal. That's what I like. So we're back on level terms. I'm going to leave it as it is, seeing as we've opened them up inside the first 5. That's probably a mistake, as Arsenal. Oh well, that's what Diego Costa will probably give them. He's probably even though he may be older. Don't quote me on that, but I think he's older than Giroud. But he might well be a better option in the air. Shaqiri now. Sigurdsson. He's not having a great game, but he's always there. Ramadan, great ball. Baba Rahman. And Milik, he hasn't scored for a while, but he has scored. And he gives Stoke a lead at the Emirates. And if Stoke can hold this, I'm saying this stupidly, of course, then we'll have a 4-point lead at the top of the division. Is it stupid to say that we might win this? It's only February. We've got plenty of time. The windows are, of course, shut. No one else can make any signings. It sounds stupid as I say it. I don't agree with it. I don't believe it. But the table can't lie at this stage. Milik knocks it forward to Shaqiri. He crosses the ball. It's a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a scramble. It's going to go nowhere. It could have fallen to Gylfi. It didn't. And now Costa brings it away, and he scores. We go from something to nothing inside 10 seconds, just as I was making a substitution. Oh, the game's evened out. We've had the better of it still. He's had a good game. I'm going to take Ramadan off, and I'm going to give Joselu the last 15 minutes just to see if he can just have just slightly fresh legs. He's a bit of a beanpole. that word means anything to anyone. So let's hope that he can get the ball to stick to him and score a goal. But certainly 2-2 is good, but I have my doubts of whether we'll hold it. 2-2, last couple of minutes now, we don't seem to be creating. I'm happy to accept it. If Arsene is, he seems to be in agreement. I'll shake his hand, we'll take the point, and we'll stay top of the league for now. It's a good point. So last season they took 6 points off us. This season we take 4 points off them to their 1. That's ideal for us, probably not so to them. A few little news items there, including an extra £1 million to Liverpool for Joe Allen. So, where shall we come back? We'll see how we do in the double against Saint Etienne. I doubt it'll be of any real interest to come back for a second leg. But we are approaching the tail end of the season. If we're still in the mix, maybe we'll come back for the trip to Old Trafford and then wrap up the season away at New White Hart Lane, or Wembley as it actually is at the moment, and see if we can be in with a shout of the title, or at least a Champions League place, as I now hope it is. Well, I want to thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. Please do leave a like and a subscribe if you would. That would be fantastic. And any comments at all, feedback is much, much appreciated. I want to know more what I'm doing wrong than what I'm doing right, if that makes sense. Please do let me know if there's anything that I can improve on. That's just as appreciated as any kind of like or comments that you might want to leave. I am on Twitter as well at KnockItWide, so please do follow there if you like. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.